We've got clear skies and brisk temperatures. You know what that is? That's perfect fall football weather here at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and...
Now it's Jackson.
At the 30-yard line.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
On the play. And it's third down.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Ravens strike first at 3's him. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Patrick Queen.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on. Hey, go, Mike 40, Mike 40. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 40, Mike 40. Come on, D.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
On the play. First down, Baltimore.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Steelers 0.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Dobbins again.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson now. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to air one out. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens 3.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On second down now, Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Steelers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Steelers 14. Ravens 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. Able to find Lazard. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turn.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
45, Mike, 45. Cut.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Recovered by Baltimore.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
12 yards there and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes again. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff working right. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
17.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same. Right, the coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Rosen looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Ravens 17. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Ravens.
Here's Dobbins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run the toss with Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead. Right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
At the 9-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Rosen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now they try the right side here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 2, Rosen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now is Rosen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
Jackson to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And Lazard's got it again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Throwing now is Jackson. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
27. Ravens 25. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.